First men's tailor blazer, and I did it in velvet, so there you go, a double whammy, a new thing with new techniques and a fabric that you've never used before that is notoriously difficult to work with. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have been away for quite a while and there will be more videos to follow that will explain the reasons why. In this video though, I just want to talk to you about a men's tailored blazer that I made several months ago now, and I just have been delaying putting the video up because there's lots of errors in it that I don't know if anybody else would actually notice them, but I noticed them, so it's just been a bit of a struggle trying to almost let it go and be like it's fine for it to be bad for your first one and then just make sure the next one is better. So the pattern that I used, because I've never made a men's tailored blazer before, was this one from Vogue. Hopefully it will come into focus, but if not, it's number 9097. Vogue for men, and it's literally a whole suit, so there's a blazer in there and some trousers, and it's advanced. I will just warn you now, so if there is anyone that's watching this who has literally just started sewing, this probably isn't for you, because it's really quite complicated. I mean, I haven't been sewing my whole life. I've been sewing for quite a while and I'd like to think I'm quite good, but there were some techniques and stuff in here that I had never tried before in the way that they had it, and I found it quite difficult. So if you are literally just starting out, maybe don't do it yet. Get a couple of blazers in behind you first before you do this one. I'd probably say to start off with something a lot more basic. There's a couple of blazer patterns out there that are probably on the verge of easy to intermediate, which would probably be better to start with. Definitely don't, if it's your first one, dive in with advanced, because you are likely to make an error and it's quite demotivating. That's what I found, because when I was doing it, I made a couple of errors in the beginning and it was quite hard to recover after that, because you're a bit like, oh, I've tried so hard and I've got so far and now I've got to start all over again. Because that's just how some of the techniques are in here. If you do make an error, you do literally have to start again, which is quite demotivating, like I said. But yeah, it was really good. Overall, it did teach me a lot of new skills and stuff, so I am very glad that I made it. I'm just slightly disappointed that it didn't come out as great as I had hoped. But yeah, try it out if you want. So that's Vogue 9097. Because I'm sitting down, I won't be able to show you the whole thing properly, but this is the front jacket panels together, and I just wanted to show you, to let you see how complicated the pattern is, that you literally have to copy all the pattern markings onto the main fabric and onto the interfacing as well to be able to see what you need to do. And then there's the welt pockets here that go across two panels, so that's the bit that if you make an error on there, you have to start again, and that's exactly what I had to do, because I did one side, this is the right side, and I did that well, and I did the left side and I did it horrendously. That when it actually came to attaching the welt flaps, they just did not align at all. The welt flaps were quite significantly smaller than the pocket hole, but because I had got so far and already cut it, there was nothing I could do. Or was it the other way around, that the pocket was too small for the welts? I can't remember. But whatever it is that I did, it was wrong, and I had to start again. So I managed to keep hold of this one so I could at least see what it was meant to look like when I did it again. So yeah, so that's that. For the actual blazer itself, just getting it out the bag. So again, I'm sitting down, so I'm not going to show you, but I will definitely make sure to insert the images so you can see it properly. So this is the final product. And on the hanger, obviously it looks gorgeous, and the velvet is lovely, and it's a lovely colour, and it's got a bit of extra shine to it. It's not just matte, obviously, because it's velvet. And then the lining is gorgeous. I would just say I cannot take credit for the colour of the velvet or the lining, because it was not me who chose it, but it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and it was lovely to work with, and it was, you know, the finished product looks amazing. So the one thing that I did on the welt pockets when I did them the second time around is that I got some fabric glue, some fabric spray adhesive, and I sprayed the flaps onto the fabric first and then sewed them on, so then they wouldn't slip, because velvet on velvet is actually really quite slippery. You wouldn't think that it is, because it's smooth when you go down and coarse when you go up, so that you think that they would contradict each other, but they actually do, like crossways, whichever way you go across, it's still quite the same amount of slipperiness either way. I mean, it might get slightly coarse in one direction, but it's mostly smooth in both ways, so that's why it slips across. So see, when you're sewing, you're going, the fabrics is kind of running across each other on the same grain, so they'll slip around. And I think I used it in other areas of the jacket as well, just to help as a bit of a cheat, because I was really struggling with this one. So that would probably be the biggest one. So it's fabric spray adhesive, so it's not actually fabric glue, it has to be the spray adhesive, and I think it's the temporary version. I actually can't remember. I'll see if I can find it, and again I'll add in a picture of what it is so that you guys can actually see, and it's really, really helpful because you stick it on and then you can just wipe off the residue afterwards. On this I haven't wiped off quite enough, but again it's just one of those learning things. So that was that. That actually I think was probably the main tip I had in this. The only other thing that I would say is, like I did, just make sure you copy over all of the pattern markings onto everything that you cut out, because if you lose them, that's kind of it, it's game over if you don't follow specifically the pockets for exactly where they need to be, and all the lines, the cutting lines, stitching lines, the placement points, everything. Any slight millimetre out and it can have a really big impact, as I have found out. And just as well, when you're making that final cut on your welt pockets before you put the flaps on, just make sure you're 100% set that it's the correct width and everything lines up and stuff like that, because otherwise you will have to start again, especially where they go across the two panels. If it was just one panel, you would probably be able to get away with it, because it goes across the two. Yeah, there's kind of like no turning back to start again. And then in terms of the lining, I would just like to show you guys this lining. It's not amazingly pattern matched, because for me, I just wanted to show off the greatness of the lining. Again, I'm sitting down so I can't really show it off that well, but it's just a beautiful, absolutely beautiful lining. And I got the fabric from, the lining fabric from Goldhawk Road, but it is from a fabric house. I'm not entirely sure the name, and I don't know if I still got the fabric to put it on there, but I will definitely find it, and if I still will, I will add the name or the link in the description box, because I think someone told me that you can still get some on eBay. So for those of you who don't live in London, to know where Goldhawk Road is, hopefully you can get it on eBay, you can get it from there, or who knows, you might even have it in some of your local fabric stores, because yeah, like I said, it's from a fabric house. It's not like it's exclusive to the London region. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you, really. Is just that I have made this men's tailor blazer, and this is the video for it finally. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to everybody who has continued to watch my videos and any new subscribers that I've had since the hiatus. But like I said, videos will follow to explain that in more detail, and that will give you a lot more of an insight into what's been going on, because a lot has been going on. As you can imagine, life happens, and for those of you who know, I do have a 9 to 5, and that has been a significant reason as to why I've been away. But like I said, the other videos will explain it into more detail. I won't put it all into one video because it is quite a lot. I'll probably split it out across a few, but a lot of exciting things have been happening. I will definitely be doing more YouTube videos, so stay tuned, like, share and subscribe as always, and thanks guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.